Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? So I just came back from school run. I had to drive today because, as you guys can see, I'm soaked. It's raining outside. Like, the past 2 days has been so sunny, like super sunny, that I was even wearing shorts and a sports bra inside the house. That's how warm everywhere felt, even outside. All of a sudden this morning it started with serious rain like this. Like, I'm like, this weather, is it spring or is fall or is still winter? I'm not understanding, honestly. The way it rains in this country, it rains every single time. Like, I'm just like, what is happening? But anyways, I just got back now. I just want to take a minute to relax here before I go inside and start doing the 1 million things that I need to do. And I feel like I should shoot a video in this car because something just popped out in my mind. I want to just share, okay? You guys should find out in that video. Let me just share, okay? So guys, I decided to go in and get my microphone so that you guys can hear me clearly, okay? So this is just me coming out. I'm going to get my microphone. Oh my goodness. So guys, hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so I just finished. I went inside to pull off my jacket, change my clothes, attend to my family, and I'm back again to just talk to you guys. Okay, I wanted to make this a video of its own, but I just realized that I think there's no point. Let me just talk about it here. Okay, so I need to catch my breath, you guys. Whew. So since you guys already know that I moved to the UK recently, and for those of you who are OGs on my channel, I know a lot of people followed me all the way from Dubai, and some people followed me from other countries that I've lived in before. And I'm truly grateful, and my numbers is increasing. I'm sorry it's raining, you guys. Please, if you're hearing any sound of rain, that's why I have my microphone here. I hope it's doing justice. Please just pardon with me, okay? So I know a lot of people move in from, let me lock my car. I know a lot of people are following me from, are watching, subscribe to me from my previous videos and from my previous countries. I really appreciate you all. And the fact that I recently moved to the UK, a lot of people have been like sending DMs and all that. You guys, my DMs are filled with people that tell me, oh, I've been watching you from Dubai and you moved to the UK. I'm also planning to move to the UK soon. Please help me with this and that. So there are some people who are already also here and things are a bit, you know, rocky for so that's why I'm doing this particular video, okay? Or who are already in the process of moving to the UK. There are certain things that you need to know before you move. I know by the grace of God I've been living outside Nigeria for the past 11 years, okay? So I'm not a stranger to living abroad. I know to an extent what it means life abroad, what to expect, and that's why some of the culture shocks that a lot of people are facing, I can't relate because it's something that I've done before again and again. It's just that this is a new system, this is a new environment. I just need to know about it. But generally living abroad, I have some insights to what life abroad entails. So I just want to share to anyone who is planning to come. First of all, have it at the back of your mind that UK is not heaven, okay? UK is not where, oh, when you enter into the UK, all your problems are going to be over. Your life is just going to be perfect. Everything is just going to be like this, be like that. Yes, it's good to aspire. It's good to dream big. It's good to be positive. I'm personally very big on positivity. I love positive energy. So I like to think positive thoughts. Even when things are not happening the way I want it to be, I create a mental picture in my head of what I want to see and how I want things to be. Now that I am currently here, I am seeing the reality of things. Even though things are not the way I want it to be, I still want to be positive, okay? So I want to tell you people out there that want to come to the UK, those that are planning to come, have it at the back of your mind that UK is not heaven, okay? There are certain challenges that you will face, and by the grace of God, if people who are here are surviving, you will survive. But you need to know these things, especially if you have never traveled out of Nigeria before or out of your country before. This is your first time relocating out of your comfort zone, out of your country. You need to know these things so that when you come in, you won't feel so shocked, you won't feel so depressed, or you won't feel so sad, okay? Because I was watching a video the other day of a lady was talking about one lady she met at the bus stop, and the lady was complaining about she's just I think it took 3 weeks in the UK. She's complaining bitterly, no house, no this, no that. Because I feel like maybe if she had prepared herself, like me before we came here, I knew accommodation was an issue. It was something we started praying about from the day they issued our COS, the day they gave my husband his COS. We started praying about it, like not just small prayer, serious prayer. We started praying about accommodation. Our case is different. In the midst of accommodation crisis, we are going to get a good place. We are going to be comfortable, you know, not, we are not going to break the bank. And I tell you guys, the place I'm currently living, if I tell you guys the price I'm paying, you will not believe it. You will know it's a product of a miracle. It is just God that gave us this place. The house is lovely. The price is amazing. I'm telling you guys, it's amazing. Never on the market. I have a video where I talked about how we found our first home in the UK. I'll link it up so that you guys can see that video, okay? So it is just God. So you need to start preparing yourself before you leave. The minute you know that moving is something that's in your plate, start planning for it, start preparing for it, start praying towards it, start watching videos, start doing things so that when you get in, you won't be shocked, okay? Another thing that you should understand is that the UK is a skilled working system, okay? It's a country, it's not just where anything, it's a country where skilled work is highly appreciated. Now, I'm not just saying you have to be a doctor or you have to be an engineer or you have to be a tech person. Any kind of skills that you can acquire for you to excel here, acquire. This system works, okay? This is a country where somebody that is doing mechanic can even be any more than other people. Somebody that is doing handiwork can earn. So just acquire any skills that you can. It's something that you should learn, okay? Learn a skill. Before you get that your dream work, you start doing the little that you can, and understand that the market is also very saturated. I know a lot of people are coming with the hopes of doing care work, but if you are truthful to yourself, you know that a lot of students have migrated here and they are dependent at doing this care job. So it's making the shifts not available for others, okay? Imagine a scenario where you are getting shifts back to back. Now, because the population of people who are interested in doing care jobs are now enough, instead of one person getting 6 shifts in a week, they will split it. You may get 1, 2, 3 because they have other people who are also interested in the job. So equip yourself. Understand that this is a skilled country. You may need some time before you start making the money. Don't be too hard on yourself. Understand that the UK is a skilled working country. So before you get a job, because there are different competitions, it may not be as easy as you think or you plan it's going to be. Understand that, and things will be easier for you, okay? So guys, I'm sorry about the camera quality and all. I was using the back camera, but I will talk and talk and talk. When I finish talking, let me go and check my video. It has stopped recording. So let me use the front so that I can be seen when the village people have arrived. Anyway, so the next on my list is, the next thing that you need to consider before moving here is how much you're going to be earning, especially those that are coming with work visas, okay? You need to understand how much you are going to be making. So if you are making a certain amount of money and you are going to live in London, the job requires that you need to live in London. How are you going to survive there? London is quite expensive. Is the salary you're going to be earning, is it going to be able to take care of your needs, financial needs and all that? This is something that you need to consider. You need to consider, so that at the end of the day, you are not just walking around the clock. And I think I need to come further so that you guys can see me. So that you are not just walking around the clock and you are not able to pay your bills, okay? Yeah, you may come in and you have other businesses, which is very encouraging. You cannot just rely on one stream of income, okay? But you need to understand where you are going to be living and how much you are earning, because money is very important. A lot of people who are currently in the UK, if you ask them what their issue is, 90% of them is finances. If they have money, if they have the amount of money they are looking for, a certain amount of money, 90% of their problem will be solved, okay? So money is very important. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't accept a job and you are quitting a good job back home and you're accepting a job that is going to pay you little to nothing, or maybe it may sound very big in your ear, but by the time you start paying your bills and all that, you realize that you are left with nothing, little to nothing. At the long run, it's going to frustrate you. It's going to make you feel very sad, very frustrated, okay? So the next is healthcare, okay? We all know that the UK has free healthcare, okay? It's no longer news. We all know that there's free healthcare, which is very, very good. I applaud it. I'm not even going to lie, because I know how much health insurance costs in Dubai, especially if your company is not paying. For those that their company are not paying for their health insurance, it is quite expensive, okay? But over here in the UK, it is completely free, because before you come in with your visa, you have paid for NHS, because you have paid for your NHS, okay? So when you come in, sometimes it may be difficult for you to get to, when you book an appointment to meet your GP, it may be difficult. The last time I tried to book, it took me almost 1 hour plus to just book an appointment, and they were trying to push me over to pharmacy. There are certain times that you will need to quickly meet your doctor, and you may not just get the free access to do so, because system here. It may be free, but sometimes it's difficult to like book an appointment and all that. So you need to understand that in case there's an emergency, it's not just a place where you can just say I'm going to the hospital and you're coming out in 1 hour. No, you may have to spend 6 hours, 7 hours, depending on what your case and situation is. So have this knowledge before you come, so that when you come and it won't be strange to you. Like me, I was in shock when it happened to me, so that it won't be strange for you. Okay, so the next on my list is building friendships and community. Okay, especially if you are coming from a country where you have a good community. I strongly believe in good friendships and community. I don't want to live life alone. I'm not a one-man island. No, I believe that no man is an island. So if you're coming from a place where you have a good proper community, and now you move to the UK, understand that because you have moved to a new country, you may not just meet these people, or you may not just have the same kind of community that you had before. It may take a while. So this is when you need to learn to be your biggest supporter, your biggest fan. There are certain things you want to just share with somebody. Learn to like share, learn to enjoy your company. Look for new ways to like relieve stress. Okay, read a book, watch a movie, just do things by yourself until God blesses you. I don't believe in forcing anything. Okay, until God blesses you with community, fine. Because sometimes you may be going through something and you don't want your people back home to actually understand exactly what you are going through. For your own reasons, you may not want to share certain things with them because they are not there. They may not really understand, and they also have their own battles or their own things they are going through, right? So you need to understand that it may not just be very easy for you to get your own community. It may take a while. So in that period, you need to learn to be your biggest supporter. Pray to God, do the things that you can do, and just trust God, be happy, and just pray. Prayer works every time. Okay, so the last on my list is the fact that accommodation in the UK is no longer a joke. Okay, housing here is now very, very difficult because a lot of people are migrating here, meaning that accommodation crisis will definitely arise. There are shortage of accommodation, so some landlords just go ahead and increase their prices, and some just select, I don't want a student in my house, I don't want somebody who has kids, I don't want somebody who has pets and all that. So accommodation crisis is something that we should talk about. Okay, understand the fact that if you are moving here, you might be faced with certain accommodation issues. Like one lady was talking the other day about one lady she met in the park, and she was like, oh, she's having accommodation issues, she's not been able to get accommodation. They are paying, they are so much, they are doing that. She was so depressed, she was crying and all that. So if you prepare yourself ahead before you come, if you so come with extra money in case you don't get a quick accommodation, you can extend your stay in the hotel or Airbnb. Just prepare yourself. Basically, that's what I'm talking about, so that you not fall into depression because of the way things are over here. Because accommodation here is no longer news. It takes the grace of God to get a good accommodation in the UK right now. But it doesn't mean that people are not getting. Yes, people are still getting. So, but just know that it may be a little bit difficult for you, or it may be a little bit stressful. But at the end of the day, you will get. Prepare yourself. One thing I believe is when you are prepared for certain things, when it's happening, you don't feel that shock too much. You'll be like, oh, I knew. When we knew we were going to come, when they sent our COS, we started praying to God for accommodation, fasting and praying, sowing seeds concerning accommodation, so that God will help us even in the midst of crisis. And that's how God gave us this particular one, and it's just by the grace of God. So it's something that you should understand, that accommodation currently is a lot. And if you are coming with kids, the school that your kids will go to, accommodation is very, very important to determine what school your child will go to, because the area that you are living in, that is exactly where you be allowed to school. You cannot be in a particular area and take your kids to another area for school. They will not accept. So you need to be very careful when you are choosing accommodation. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like the video, comment down below, share, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next one.